Hey there folks, welcome to my Devlog series. Who am I? My name is Thiago Temple. I've been doing software development for more than 20 years now, mostly for the web, and I decided to start a YouTube channel, or continue a YouTube channel if you look at past videos, but focus more on the development aspect and what I do. I might share some insights of what I do on my 9 to 5 job, but I'm gonna start earlier now, just sharing what I'm learning by doing side projects. This series is going to be about me sharing insights and what I learned in the past week or so by doing my side projects and what I think can be valuable for other people to look at. Which side projects, you might ask? Well, I am, myself and my wife, we're building a PartYay app. We have 3 kids, and we have events to coordinate between those kids and other events with friends and all that. So many times we are just sharing a bunch of messages or sending a bunch of messages and asking for confirmation on dates, on what to organize and how to organize events. Small events. We decided to create a small app to manage that. For now, I have a landing page here. I'm working on the app on the side. If you want to join the waitlist and know more about it, I'll be sharing more information as I get it. This is us, if you're interested. And if you want to become a founder, I will appreciate you doing so. You may have a little bit more input on what we're getting from this. So this is the app. What have I worked on it for this week? First off, I work on a PRD. And if you don't know what a PRD is a product requirements document. I have started this document in the past. And in this document, the first version that I created using AI, Claude to be more specific. That has been my AI of choice. And I can talk about more of that later. But the idea is I spit out my initial idea to Claude. I told Claude, okay, Claude, let's build a PRD, and I had this document. And this document was there just sitting, and I was not doing much of it. I was not looking through it. It helped me initially organize my thoughts on what I thought would be a good product, but I didn't do much of it, and I was not using it on a daily basis. And then I saw a different video from a different person that mentioned that this document should be a live one. And of course it should, right? That's what happens when I do that on my current job. And I was just not, and by current job, I mean my daily job. And that's not what I was doing with my PRD in this project. So what did I decide to do? I decided to review this document, reorganize it, and make it a live and relevant document. That's the important part of it. From now on, this document is something that I should be referring to whenever I am writing code or whenever I am asking AI to write code, because that's a very important part. Although I am building the app by myself with the help of my wife, but I'm writing most of the code with the help of AI. And AI doesn't have that context that's in my head, right? So that's the main goal at this point here, to have a product document that is alive, I should say, and I am constantly updating it so that when I ask AI to build something, when I ask Claude to build something for me, it knows what to write, right? Because there is a helpful documentation. So with all that said, I can definitely show my document here, and I have a very good introduction here, and I mentioned some specific things that I think is very important, right? What is the tech stack that I am using here? That's important so it knows. What is my commitment here, right? This is not just a simple MVP. I'm following, and this is something that I learned recently, and I might share that later, about simple, lovable, and complete. It's not just an app that's going to have the bare minimum. It's going to have more on its bones, right? And then I decided to go through every single functionality that I was planning to add to this, and I didn't write all of this text, but I did read all of it, and I read it so that I could update and make it relevant. It's not just a bunch of blabber, a bunch of stuff that AI has generated. It is relevant, and it is a good representation of what I am trying and planning to do. So that's one thing that I did this week, and it's one for my sake. Now I know what I can refer to, but also I know that I can tell Claude to look at this document and look at the business rules that I have for it. Second thing that I worked on, and very quickly here, is the mobile navigation. So I am building a web application, and this web application should be mobile first. Why not a mobile app? I am not a mobile app developer by trade. I am doing mostly web development, so that's why I decided to go with a mobile app here. Now, at first I had a very, very bad experience with navigation here, so I worked a little bit on implementing the tab bar here at the bottom, the sidebar, and all of that. So I was mostly focused this week in reviewing my product and making sure that I'm building the correct thing and I have the correct context to build what I'm trying to build. Second, I'm trying to make this a delightful experience for anyone using a mobile phone, right? Even though I'm not gonna build a mobile app, at least not right now, that's not my intention. Let's see if people need this, if it is going to be used, then I can build it. But for now, this is going to be a mobile app, and I'm trying to build the best experience that I know how to. And that's it. That's the first edition of my devlog. I hope there's some insights here, and thank you. See you next time.